168, 175, 200. History hangs in the balance. This is the first championship clash between fighters of Mexican descent above 168 pounds. Round number 1. And this is the second southpaw that Benavidez is facing in his last 3 fights, beating David Morrell. He's third in his last 5. He beat Demetrius Andrade. And those guys were smaller than Ramirez. And when Ramirez has the height and the reach advantage, he can exploit it to the fullest.
Indeed. And Benavidez looks the part in this first fight at cruiserweight. What we need to find out early is, are his chin and power cruiserweight worthy against such a durable opponent?
And fans are hoping that Benavidez versus Ramirez joins the likes of Evander Holyfield, Dwight Muhammad, Kawi One, James Toney, Vasily Jirov, Alexander Usyk, Miris Bradis. I mean, there have been so many cruiserweight classics, and this one has all the hallmarks of another. And by the way, of all the 175-pound champions to win a cruiserweight title, Zolt Erdai is the only one to win it in his first fight at the weight. And he weighed only 178 3/4 pounds when he beat Jacobe Fragomeni.
And this is the rhythm, the pace that you want to keep it if you're Zurdo Ramirez. And though right there, Benavidez landed the right hand. Well timed right hand.
Benavidez came in well under 200 pounds, Brian.
He did, retaining that quickness. See if he can exploit that in this matchup. He mentioned...
Oh, sharp jabs by Benavidez.
He always mentioned the speed difference he thought would be a major advantage against Zurdo.
Yeah, speed is power. Right now, Benavidez showing that quick jab.
Oh, he's showing the speed advantage, landing the jabs effectively. Ramirez, very good at turning opponents, very good at using footwork, wants to establish the jab, unable to do so in the early stages of the round.
In the center of the ring, Ramirez, bigger guy, yes, but the speed, the power.
Solid right hand, backs Ramirez off by Benavidez.
That's the first test here, whether Benavidez can bring this power up to cruiserweight.
But so far, every punch that Benavidez has thrown has landed.
Ramirez has been down once in his career against Samuel Miller back in 2011. Ramirez rallied to stop Miller in round 4. He has not been knocked down in nearly 15 years.
2011, a lifetime ago in terms of the career of Gilberto Ramirez.
And Benavidez has been down twice in his career, undefeated, however, and lands a straight right hand, another right hand followed by the left. Ramirez going to the body, which would be moving. Oh, but look at the hand speed of David Benavidez. Like the fast forward button was stuck.
When you're done with your combinations and your punches, you're standing too straight for the straight right hand. You understand? Cuidado. Be ready. As soon as you're done punching, you reset. Listo, listo, listo. Okay?
Defense on a return, Zurdo.
You understand?
Punch in there.
We gotta mitigate damage right now. We cannot take shots, okay? Use your feet. Use your feet. You don't gotta stand there for that.
And speed on display. David Benavidez, that was like a 10-punch combination in 3 seconds, guys.
Reminiscent of the Porky Medina fight and the conclusion to that fight.
One of the craziest knockouts we have ever seen in the modern era.
Julian Chua is the corner man for Ramirez, looking for him to reset.
Former heavyweight contender Malik Scott also in that corner.
In round 1, according to CompuBox, Benavidez was 17 of 44, Ramirez 10 of 56, but Ramirez had the edge in body shots 5-2.
Yeah, and if you're Ramirez, you want to start taking control. And how do you do that? The jab. You got to start pushing with the jab. You're overthinking that jab. And I can see why he's overthinking that jab, because the speed's right there from Benavidez. He's countering really fast. There it is, the jab, upstairs, downstairs. Get that rhythm going if you're Ramirez.
And for as much as Benavidez gave Zurdo respect for being a great body puncher, he questioned whether Ramirez could take it in return downstairs. I mean, nobody likes a body punch. Right, Abner? Let's be honest.
Nobody does, but Ramirez is really good at with those body shots. There it is.
There's a body shot by Benavidez. He's also very good at body shots.
That was a dangerous punch thrown by Ramirez, but more dangerous from Benavidez to counter.
Body shot again by Benavidez. And a straight right hand down the middle by Benavidez. Left hook by Benavidez.
The right hand briefly wobbled Zurdo.
And Ramirez with the 1-2 through the guard. The southpaw right uppercut on the inside by Ramirez. Ramirez now throws the jab. Benavidez rips a body shot with the right hand, followed by the left. Just over a minute left here in the second round. Ramirez backing Benavidez up to the ropes.
Good body shot there from Zurdo. That's what he needs to establish.
You're the bigger guy, get on him. Put your body on him, your weight on Benavidez.
Nice left hook by Benavidez on the inside. Jab from Ramirez.
Oh, you got to start tiring him out.
Benavidez just missed with the right hand. Another solid jab by Benavidez, but Ramirez putting the pressure on. But a left hook, compact left hook upstairs by Benavidez.
This is where all those years as a teenager sparring against world champions and former world champions has Benavidez so comfortable in the pocket. He's still responsible defensively, but he can rip and slip against anyone.
Including against Ramirez sparring. Oh, and that caught Ramirez upstairs with the left hook. Ramirez going to the body. Benavidez responds with a body shot. Things heating up quickly here in round 2. And again, the hand speed of Benavidez, but Ramirez standing his ground after getting tagged.
Будешь ли моей, а ты поверь, ты мой любимый человек. В тишине играла музыка, я падал. Не темно, не хорошо, если бы рядом. Если б ты могла пройти сквозь мириады. Но как тебя я найду? Ведь столько раз потерял. Я без тебя не смогу. Как же мне сердце унять? Неповторимая. Всегда люби меня. А ты снова вдруг захочешь, чтобы от тебя ушел. Но не проси меня. Неповторимая. Всегда люби меня.
Benavidez has already established through 2 rounds that he can hurt Zurdo, that his punches matter. That's only going to give him more confidence to pick him apart.
And I think coming in a little lighter than 200 pounds is also going to benefit him.
Yeah, and that's something he said at the fighter meeting, that he was not going to gain a lot of weight because speed is everything for him.
And we've seen that speed on display already. Body shot from Benavidez. The southpaw Ramirez missed with the left, but looking to establish the jab, and that's going to be a big weapon for Ramirez if he's going to successfully defend this unified title.
One thing Benavidez said about fighting at cruiserweight was not having to cut the weight. He expects to have a much deeper gas tank to deal with than he's even used to. And he's wondering if that can lead to a knockout, just being able to overwhelm and outwork Zurdo.
And Benavidez high guard picking off a lot of those punches from Ramirez. And he just connected with the left hook right hand by Benavidez. And again, just sitting down on these punches and rocking Ramirez.
Straight punches getting there quicker than the opening punches, looping punches from Ramirez.
Wow. Total power punches through 3 rounds. Huge edge for the challenger, Benavidez.
Benavidez is fighting at the real estate that Zurdo prefers, yet he's getting the better of these exchanges.
Yeah, one would think that Benavidez would, use that reach.
Wow. Blistering hand speed with the left by Benavidez. And he's blocking these shots with the high guard from Ramirez. Ramirez trying to get on the inside, go to the body, and there he lands a good punch. But it's Benavidez with the left hook, counter left from Ramirez. Each of them scoring with shots here with a minute left in the third.
Business starting to pick up here. Tasting each other's power. Good action in close.
Yeah, really good high guard from Benavidez, catching and shooting in between those punches from Ramirez.
Ramirez goes to the body with the left, staying busy with the jab, turning. Benavidez goes to the body with the right. Ramirez looking to land an uppercut on the inside. There's a left hook upstairs for Benavidez. And Benavidez again, lightning strike. That hand speed is something else.
And so is the fact that he fights mean. There's a mean streak of Benavidez.
It's at 200 pounds. So he brings the speed. Here comes Ramirez. Right hand counter from Benavidez. Left hook lands for Benavidez. The speed of Benavidez is something to behold. Let's go to Jim Gray.
All right, here with Iron Mike Tyson. Mike, what was it like to walk into the ring and walk in David Benavidez?
Hey, I was excited. I felt like a little boy. I had a good time.
168, 175, and now 200. Be the only man to ever do that. You're a boxing historian. What would that mean?
Hey, listen, immortality, man. I believe he can do it, but I think he should stop letting this guy hit him. This guy's punching on him. He don't slug with the guy. Just use the jab and box him.
Was that the strategy you gave him before the fight?
Well, I didn't know. I never knew this guy. I never knew how he fought before, but that's what I would have told him, yes.
Mike, it's always great to see you.
You too.
Great to have you here, my friend. All right, Morrow, back to you.
All right, Iron Mike Tyson escorted David Benavidez to the ring. He christened him the Mexican Monster. Can Benavidez retain that monster status at 200 pounds? Off to a great start. Round number 4.
See swelling already beginning around the eyes of Zurdo Ramirez.
We know that Benavidez has the speed advantage, and thus far in the fight, he's had more pop on his punches.
He really has, and you see the confidence standing right in front of Ramirez, believes in his defense, parrying a lot of these shots that are coming in.
Yeah, just by standing in front of Ramirez, you're already taking everything away from Ramirez, because I think that Ramirez didn't believe that Benavidez was going to stay there.
Well, that was my biggest question coming in. Would Benavidez have to become the boxer? He's been able to carry his fight style along with his power and chin up to this division.
The 27 power punches landed in round 3 by Benavidez, the most by any Zurdo opponent in 20 fights tracked by CompuBox.
And Benavidez is seeing everything. Look, he's right in front of him. He's trying to time him. He catches everything that Zurdo's throwing. All-arm punches, and right in between those punches is where the speed comes from Benavidez.
The 200 rounds of sparring between them doesn't lie. They both learned a lot about each other. You can see Benavidez learned enough to know that he can walk down the bigger fighter.
Benavidez first to punch Ramirez, leaning in. Nice left hand by Benavidez that scored a sniper-like shot. There's a left hook and the left hand from Ramirez. Benavidez backing up. High guard blocking the majority of these punches from Ramirez. Left hook to the body by Benavidez. Nice jab through the guard from Ramirez. Under a minute left in the 4th.
Even if these shots aren't landing full and flush, these are good sequences for Zurdo.
That's having a much better round here in round number 4. Nice. Another left hand from Benavidez. Left hook. Downstairs, upstairs. Solid right hand. Goes to the body. Ramirez getting tagged. Ramirez fighting back. Ramirez gets tagged with another right hand. Backs up, feeling the power of David Benavidez.
This is Monstro's world. This is where he operates.
Another solid right hand. Ramirez in trouble on the ropes, trying to shell out Benavidez. Left uppercut, left hand. Benavidez on the cusp of making history, but Ramirez is not going down David Benavidez answering every single question. What a performance. So does his power and his speed carry up to 200 pounds?
Absolutely sublime. Pound for pound, indeed.
Give me a deep breath. Listen. You have to stop fighting his fight. Forget the crowd, all right? We need to get back on the jab. You cannot be taking these kind of shots. You understand? Get back on your jab. Let's use our skills. You're getting drawn into this crowd. You understand? You're getting drawn into this machismo fight. We don't need this. We need to get to the later rounds. Okay?
Speed is power, guys. And there was just a barrage of punches.
Stop fighting his kind
Bloodied
of
the nose of Ramirez.
That seemed like it broke his nose, yeah.
The legend of David Benavidez growing here on his first Cinco de Mayo weekend pay-per-view headliner. And we are into round number 5. Referee calls for a timeout. We'll hear from the doctor. That was a quick visit.
See the mouthpiece. Let me see it.
Ramirez goes down in round 4. Second time of his career, Benavidez on the cusp of making history. Jab solid.
Benavidez is such a throwback fighter.
63% connect rate on power punches. You talk about a bravura performance thus far by Benavidez.
Absolutely sublime. His ability to land clean shots, cover up.
And here comes Ramirez. Trying to find a way in the inside. But look at the half speed again. Benavidez is something special. Double left hook. Left uppercut. Right uppercut. Benavidez. But here comes Ramirez. You have to admire the heart of Ramirez.
Oh, you have to. Even the corner told him box, but he's not. He wants to go
he's
in there. Yeah.
He's fighting Benavidez's fight.
Mano y mano. He's trying to act like the bigger man, but Benavidez has been landing the bigger shots, the quicker shots, the cleaner shots throughout.
The upper body movement, the defense is unbelievable for a guy David Benavidez's size and the way he fights.
He's already one of the pound-for-pound best, but a performance like this in a third weight class really has to start questioning where does the ranking belong.
Those were some really good body shots there from Ramirez. He's starting to land a lot more, Ramirez.
Right uppercut by Benavidez. Chopping right hand. And Ramirez goes upstairs, but then gets tagged, and the marks on his face already beginning to show.
Gotta respect Ramirez's true instinct here to fight out of trouble.
And despite going down in the last round, Ramirez standing right in front of Benavidez on the hunt. A minute left in the 5th. Ramirez with the uppercut on the inside.
See, Ramirez got Benavidez's attention. Taking a breather there.
These are big shots. He's slipping through the guard.
This is a way better round for Ramirez.
Best round of the fight for the defending unified cruiserweight champion. The jab lands for Benavidez. Another jab, but Ramirez comes back with a couple of rights. Sweeping right hand, another right hand by Benavidez. Goes to the body. There's the jab combination from Ramirez.
Accurate power shots here from Zurdo.
Listen for the bell, gentlemen.
We are through 5 rounds at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas.
Listen.
Here's the monster going to the body and finishing up top. Boom, body shot. Slip. Coming back with the right hand hook. Just great work from Benavidez.
Dmitry Bivol landed 131 total punches in Zurdo's only loss, and that was over 12 rounds. Guess what? Benavidez passed that in 5.
Wow. By the way, the good news for Zurdo Ramirez is he just had his best round of the fight. The bad news is the swelling around his right eye is not looking good.
Jab to the body by Benavidez. Single shot. There's another jab that lands.
Yeah, you got to start landing that jab if you're Ramirez. Stop that rhythm, that momentum that Benavidez has. No, it's easier said than done because the counter punching is right there for David Benavidez.
Benavidez, a highly effective counter puncher, moving forward.
Incredible to be that much in the pocket and not be there to be hit is just incredible. His defense, his willingness, his IQ.
And Ramirez is throwing punches. A lot of them are being picked off by the guard of Benavidez. And number one criteria, clean, effective punching. Right uppercut on the inside body, shot by Ramirez. Benavidez rips a left hook to the body. Another one upstairs. Another left hand by Benavidez.
And you wouldn't teach fighters to do what Benavidez does, to square up in front of your opponent, but he's not a regular fighter.
Left uppercut on the outside, another left hook. Lands, but Ramirez comes forward, lands a right hook, but he gets hit with a counter right from Benavidez. And Ramirez content to stand in front of the challenger. Right hook lands for Ramirez upstairs. Benavidez on the ropes. Right hand lands for the challenger. And the body work continues to be effective for Benavidez. Right uppercut scores for the challenger, as does that left hook upstairs.
Yeah, Benavidez, Ramirez taking a lot of shots, clean shots from David.
And the eye is beginning to show the effects of those shots. That right eye, as Brian mentioned, swelling. But Ramirez remains game, wanting to defend his turf.
That right eye is on the verge of being closed, and you wonder how much leeway the ringside doctor is going to give Ramirez.
Well, he's putting the pressure on Benavidez now. Body shot, though, by Benavidez. And the hands fully on display. Rattling Ramirez again. Backs him up, hurts him. Ramirez takes a knee. He's down for the second time in the fight. And it could be over. Ramirez can't continue. History has been made.